What up? It's your boy, the Incredible Man, and I'm back at it again. And this is Nakanohito Genome, aka The Ones Within, discussion slash review. And I know I'm super duper late, man, but some stuff happened, and then I'm a huge wrestling fan, and there was SummerSlam on tonight, so a whole bunch of stuff just happened. So I had to do it when I could, man. But let's talk about this episode, man, dude. Again, as I say every time when I watch this anime, man, it goes so deep and it's so much information and it's so intriguing, man, because every time it leaves you with that feeling like, I thought I knew what was going on. Now I don't know what's going on. I thought I knew who I could trust, and I kind of trusted these people. Now I don't know who I can trust. Now I feel like they're kind of working an angle or a scheme. It's so confusing, man. It's so confusing. Okay, first off, it picks up and they're in the desert walking, and it's a whole new game this time. And then we get in front of the game, and they're in front of maybe like a pyramid, and they have to go inside and get something from a particular character and bring it back out. And this time Paka-san said that there's only two people that can go in, and it has to be a boy and a girl pair. It has to be a female and a male pair. So they had to draw slips and stuff. Now, what I loved about this episode, that, hold on, I have to remember his name, Iride, or Iride, he didn't get picked. Like, he wanted to go in and participate in this game, but he didn't get picked. It ended up being ANYA-kun and Himiko. And they're both very good characters, and I enjoy each of them. Like when they showed them in the past couple episodes on their own thing, they were doing their own thing. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of enjoyed them having this little miniature arc together, and they was both in there trying to figure out everything and trying to get past this game. Now, this is something that I'm going to touch on. This episode and last episode didn't really focus on, like, I know that's the goal, but it didn't really focus on the points. Like, we're not seeing the points until at the end of the screen. At the end, like when it goes off, that's when the points calculate, and they show us what the score is. But like throughout the thing, they're not worried about the points anymore. This is so much more, man. Like, there's so much more mystery, suspense, and everything. And I'm geared up for a super duper plot twist because I know it's coming. But yeah, those were the two that had to participate in this week's game. So they go inside, and before they do that, Paka-san tells them that when you go in there, oh yeah, it's pretty much a straight shot, but you can't lie. You guys, if you guys are asked a question or you respond to each other or something, you can't lie. You have to honestly tell the truth. And ANYA-kun didn't do that. When Himiko asked him about him getting better sleep, he lied and said, yeah, I've been sleeping fantastic, and the lights went out and they were attacked. But what I wanted to touch on was it was something so funny, man. It was hilarious, and I love everyone's companionship with each other and back and forth. They were walking down the tunnel, and he told her to stay close and keep up, and she got like this close from the back of his helmet, and he was like, oh my gosh, that is too close, back away, say something. But I enjoy their camaraderie with each other, and it's always wonderful to see them building a stronger bond when they have to play these games. But we got a nice little flashback about Anya when he was a kid, and where the helmet came from, and why he's constantly wearing it, and the reason he wears it the way that he wears it, which is, we got an indication that it's from his brother. And it looks like it may have been three of them. I don't know if there were more, but it looks like there was three of them, and the older brother got in a car wreck, well, a motorcycle wreck, and crashed, and I'm assuming that he just took the helmet and kept it in remembrance of his brother. But they were on their way, and the lights went out and everything, and they were and one of the mummies was choking him with his helmet, and he kind of just unlatched it, and it kind of almost flew off, and Himiko saved it. She didn't know why, but she just knew that Anya loved that helmet and wanted that helmet, and she didn't even think about the dangers to herself about falling off. I'm sure she didn't want to fall off, but she didn't think about none of that, and she just dove and tried to catch it, and Anya caught her. So I love how they every episode it shows more of them getting closer together and bonding more over every game that they play each week. But then we get to them finally making it to the monster itself, and the monster is a wall, and it looks just like Pakistan, and it can talk. Now, to me, correct me if I'm wrong, but that voice actor, it's either I can't even talk. It's either Frieza's voice actor or the captain from Bleach. What's his name? Oh man, I know it. I see because I want to know it. I don't know it. I know it, but Mayuri. Okay. Yeah. So it's either Mayuri voice actor or it's Frieza's voice actor. Either way, I know the voice actor that played the voice of the wall. Their voice sounds very familiar, but that's a whole nother story. So the voice in the wall had to ask them 3 questions. The first question was, what was the first question? Honestly, I don't remember. I got so wrapped up in this episode. I can't remember. Who did they want to fall in love with? Like who was their first crush, their first love or something? And Anya was like, no one. I didn't have anybody. And it was like, correct. And Himiko was so shocked that he didn't have anybody that he first loved, and she had hers, and hers was her neighbor, which was nice. I mean, I think that's something that if you live in like a community like that, you're always going to find someone like that you love, especially if you're like next door to someone very attractive. I mean, let's be real. The second question was, what was the second question? I think it had something to do with the fact of no. Honestly, I don't remember. I should have wrote it down. But the third question was what I wanted to touch on, and that was naming 5 things about the person that they trust the most in the group. And he spit out this little monster, and whoever they trusted the most in the group is what the monster would have turned into. But it should have been different for each person. But they both trusted Iride the most. And I'm thinking everybody does, I think. But this episode started to twist everything for me because, okay, Yuzu, she's like super wrapped up into Iride. But now I'm starting to get a clearer picture of what's going on, and I'm thinking that she doesn't trust Iride at all. But before I go about that, man, there was another moment when I gotta find his name. I can't remember. Onegasaki and Oshigiri both. Oshigiri was talking to Paka-san about his sister. He told him that he didn't know anything about his sister, and Paka-san told Oshigiri that Onegasaki is the closest person to being thrown in the room where they have to wait and pretty much torment and just die if I'm assuming because maybe he's trying to find out too much, he's questioning too much stuff. Something's going on to where that Paka-san and who's ever running the whole thing wants to throw Onegasaki in this room and keep him quiet and keep him from investigating stuff. But it's so weird because, man, okay, what it's I know it's a big conspiracy theory, man, or I don't know. It's so deep. It's so deep because we have Karin and Yuzu in the little coffee shop place talking and having a moment, and Yuzu is like, she's pushing all up on Karin and trying to just mess with her and stuff, and she tells her that Karin tells Yuzu that, well, aren't you all over Iride? Well, why are you? And she's like, are you jealous and stuff? And then Onegasaki comes in. Onegasaki comes in and like it kind of pushes her off, and he tells her that Iride was talking about bum rushing the pyramid to save the other 2. and she went off to find him. So, dude, it's getting so weird. I'm losing my place. I don't know what's going on. But what else? Then we get to the point to where we find well they answer the questions like, what do they think about Iride, the 5 great things about him, and they both answer, and then they escape the pyramid. But before that, we see Iride looking at the little clear tablets that they collect after each game, and he says he has to collect, he can't wait to collect more. Now I can either take it one or two ways. One is that he know exactly what's going on, or 2, he just thinks they're really pretty and he wants to collect more of them. But the thing about it is, can we trust Iride now? I don't know. I'm starting to think that Yuzu doesn't trust Iride, Onagasaki doesn't trust Iride, and maybe Aikawa, since he's forever asleep. I mean, you never really see what he's thinking, but we did see him save Oshigiri from Paka-san, or from making a mistake against Paka-san. But dude, I'm starting to think, well, because as of right now, I know for a fact Himiko and Anya trust Iride without a shadow of a doubt. They think Iride is the next best thing. They have no doubts. I think they have no doubts about him. But I feel like Onagasaki, Aikawa, maybe Zakuro, and Yuzu for sure definitely don't trust Iride. And I say Yuzu, she's either working with Iride or she doesn't trust Iride, and she's only sticking close to him to kind of find out what he has going on. That's my theory, because if I keep going, I'm going to be like everywhere. But that's just what I think. But this is my discussion in review of Nakanohito Genome, the ones within. I'm all over the place because I'm trying to think, man. Sorry about the train. I'm trying to think like what's actually going on, because it's so deep. Okay, man, I gotta stop because I'm gonna be here forever if I don't. This is your boy Nick Incredible, man. Don't forget to smash that like button till you can't smash it anymore. Comment down below and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them, and subscribe, but only if you really want to, man. And remember that anime matters, anime is greatness, and anime is life, man. Peace out.